I apologize, the video had cut out here. Okay, let's get past this man. Because this is a king. This is talking about a man. A man that's still enjoying his time and exploration, his adventures right now. But then it continues to talk about a queen, which is talking about you. So the king was the man. This could be a dark-haired man who he loves to be of service, loyal and kind, enthusiastic. But the queen has a high intuition. This is you. Has a high intuition, has knowledge, has a mental balance, has receptive principles of man's spiritual nature. Because it's saying that you're not a student in this life. And you're coming into close contact with higher forces of intelligence dealing in your spirituality. And you express this by having this balance in your life. You have this balance in your life through wisdom and logic. And this card, like I said, is talking about you as the queen, the mature female, because you're energetic, you're vivacious, you're strong, and you're courageous, and you're also passionate. You're also passionate. But then it continues to talk about the professional world, something dealing with the professional world, because I see professional, something to do with professional success despite any difficulties you have had. And I see that you're in a state of well-being following a time of great efforts. But the message is telling you to be aware of certain people that try to influence you in your professional circle. Be aware of this. So your message is kind of like between talking about you, this man, and your professional cycle, and this, so I don't know if that has something to do with your business, this man, whatever, but I want to go further into it because I can't just get it with just those few cards. It's talking about you being determined. You're being determined about something because you're skilled and you're resourceful and you have dexterity. But it's this man. They keep talking about this king, this king of clubs, this man. Because it's saying that he's resourceful, he has dexterity, he's determined, he's skilled, this man. So when it goes to you, but it goes off like, no, we're not talking about her right now. We're not talking about her right now. We're talking about this man. And he's a strong, powerful man. This man is a strong, powerful man. But in your message, I see deceit. There has been deceit. There has been communication blocks. There has been confusion. There has been ill intentions. There has been conflict. There has been strife. There has been tension. All this is around and you're on your path right now. And the question Spirit is asking in this message is, who is winning? Who is losing? You may have even lost some friends along the way with all this conflict, confusion, deceit, communication blocks. You may have lost some friends along the way. So the question is, with you losing these friends, did you win? Did you feel that it was worth it? Did you win? And what are you fighting for? What are you fighting for? It's also telling you to think before you act. So whatever this is, to think before you act. Because you need to have focus. You need to have concentration. And you need to ground. It's like new concepts that you have in your life. They need to be grounded. Because I see you being absorbed in some type of fascination. Like you're absorbing in certain ideas, certain conceptions in your life. And it's like you hold a sense of fascination with this. That's why you're doing you end up doing like you're thinking about your future, you're planning for your future, and I can see you making some type of decision on this path, and it's something you're discovering. And with this planning for your future, I see progress. I see you starting to have progress. Now, I don't know if this is this what I'm reading is past, present, or future. Is whatever resonate, because some things you probably already went through, but some things you're coming up in. Some things you're about to come up in. Trying to see something here. Yeah, something you're coming up in. But at this time, you're fearing the unknown. And there's a lack of planning. I see eventually you're going to be planning for the future, but right now it's a lack of planning because you're fearing the unknown. You're fearing what's unknown, what's out there. I see fear with that. And I also see you taking on too much. You're taking on too much responsibility. And it's burdening you. You're being burdened. It's like you're weighed down with all these responsibilities, and you're stressed. And I see certain things that you should be responsible for. I see that you're avoiding it. You're avoiding certain responsibilities. But then I see achievement, because you're gonna have something you're gonna discover. It's something you're gonna discover. Because right now your energy is scattered. You have scattered energy. Some things you're doing in haste, very quickly. And it's causing you to be frustrated because you're having these delays. And it's like someone is like they want adventure. They're impulsive because they want some type of adventure in their life. It's like some type of passion. They're getting energy. Is this you or the other person? But they're being impulsive because they want adventure, and they have a lot of energy. They have a lot of energy. They have a lot of lust. And it's something about action. I don't know. Someone's going to take some type of action. Something about action. Action that's going to be in haste. That's why it's saying to think about it before you leap. Think about this before you do this action. But it's something in your life that it's time to leave behind. It's some emotional ties with the past that you need to leave behind, and you need to move forward. It's like you need to move forward, and where you're moving forward or moving towards is new horizons. It's like new horizons in your life. It's talking about the message says you have great creative potential. You're very creative, and you have great potential in that, but you have little direction. That's why I see lack of planning here, like fear of the unknown, lack of planning, because you're taking on too much. You're taking on too much. Yeah, you have little direction. But I see somewhere creativity is coming. You're going to start coming to creativity. You're going to manifest something into your life that's going to be creative. Something you create. And it's something that's going to be growing. It's something that's going to be growing. It says sources of love and wisdom are nearby. Sources of love and wisdom are nearby and are yours to benefit from. So whatever this source that's nearby of love and wisdom for you to benefit from, I see like great creativity in this. Great creativity in this. But you have little direction. There's little direction. Little direction. Your angel message is saying that You need peace in your life. You need peace in your life. Now, it's like you need peace. You're searching for peace. You're looking for peace. You're wanting peace. But your angel message is saying there is no need to worry. There is no need to worry because everything is working out beautifully in your life. Everything is working out beautifully, and there's no need to worry. I see that you. It's like you're worried. You're fearing the unknown. But Mother Earth is calling you. You are called upon to help. It's something to do with the environment, environmentalism, or something to do with the environment that you're being called to help. Something to do with the environment. And the last angel message I received is about you need to honor the cycles of your body, the cycles and rhythms in your body. You need to honor this. You need to honor not only the cycles of your body, but you need to honor the cycles of your energy, like even in your energy field, your energy level, and your emotions. It's like you need to honor these cycles that are going on. Something about scared me. That's my husband. Say hello since you in my camera.
I didn't know you was there.
Say hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Javon. You will see. Hopefully, we see you when we go to Maryland. You will see my baby, my husband, my sexy husband.
I'll be back. I gotta run the course and we'll see about the 2 o'clock.
Oh, you gonna take it to him?
The other guys should still be coming, so let's support door.
Oh my gosh, I got to make myself right. Javon, I'm sorry, this is on your reading. I'm giving you a full reading, so I apologize. But because I'm gonna take my bath soon too.
Alright, so if he comes, just call me.
Okay, I will.
Right.
Love you. Be careful.
Always. Sorry about that.
It's fine. He'll pay for your next reading. But anyway. Okay, so honor the cycles of your body, energy level, and emotions. I apologize for that. And he went into your minutes, so we're gonna continue on. Something happened in March. Something happened in March. I don't know, but something big happened in March. But in November, Spirit, do you have anything else? But in November, I see November is going to be a big month for you. Something's going to happen. Something is going to happen in November. But March, something happened in March. Definitely something happened in March. But in November, you're going to see like something big. Something huge, a significant. Something's going to be a significance in your life, on your path in November. But something definitely happened in March. Okay, let me clear my table out real quick. Okay. Uh-oh, yep. Somebody refused to tell the truth. Someone refused to tell the truth, but before we even get to that, it talks about you. This is talking about you. You are a person who is in love with being in love. You love love. You love to show love. You love to give love. You love to receive love. You love love. You're a person who is in love with being in love. And I see there's a romantic suitor. A romantic suitor that came into your life that you may possibly entertain. But it was short term. It was short term. It didn't last long. It was like a love affair that didn't last long. It was a short-term love affair. It didn't last as long as you thought it was, or it was just a quick, thing, whatever. But I see that a romantic suitor came into your life, and it was short-term, and this was some type of love affair. But even with this, someone refused to tell the truth or to acknowledge the truth. I can even see someone withdrawing. Like I said, I see these communication blocks, these blocks of communication. Somebody withdrew because they refused to acknowledge the truth, or reluctant to tell the truth. Something about the truth. Somebody was reluctant or refused on this truth, and there was a withdrawal, and it was communication blocks, possible communication difficulties, which caused these communication blocks. Now I see you being stressed. You're stressed, but you're not broken. You are stressed, but you're not broken, because you're determined to finish whatever task or fight. You're determined. You're stressed, but you're not broken, and you're determined to whatever task or fight this is. You're determined to finish it. Now, someone's on a mission. Someone was or is on a mission, and they're this single-minded individual. They're clever, they're sarcastic, and they're very intelligent. But someone is on a mission, and they're single-mindedly on a mission. They're not looking to the left or to the right. It's like focused on whatever this mission is. But like I said, they're clever, and you would know who this is by who I'm talking, what I'm saying, by the personality. But they're clever, they're sarcastic, and they're intelligent. So this could be you or this other person. I see some events. It's some events that's gonna move quickly in your life, and I see you getting organized really fast for this event or this thing. Something's gonna happen very quickly in haste, on impulse, or this decision made in haste or impulse, whatever. But you're getting organized really fast, because something, like I said, is something in the home environment. Something's gonna change in the home environment that's gonna happen fast, and you're getting organized. And it's because things are moving real quickly. And the reading, it talks about you as well. Once again, it's saying that you're a home lover. You love home. You love the comforts of home. And you are a nest builder. You're a mother. And you're a female leader in your life. But it's some type of insight. Like I said, something you're going to discover or understand, some type of idea. It's something you're going to discover. Because you're going to get a flash of insight. You're going to get a revelation or realization, understanding some type of idea. But it talks about this businessman. This businessman, his achievements are through his hard work. And he's enjoying the luxury and fruits of his own labor. He's enjoying the luxury and fruits of his own labor. And this businessman is achieved. He's already achieved and established in life. And I see there's some type of friendship with this businessman, which turns into this like mutual attraction. Because both of you, oh, my camera keeps getting out. Both of you are mutually attracted to each other. But it starts off as a friendship that turns into a mutual attraction, which turns into love. Now, I don't know if this is a short-term love affair or this is talking about another person. Because I do know there was a short-term love affair. I do know that. All these cards came out in your reading. That's why I said some of these readings last a little longer, because of the messages. And I'm just going to give it to you the way the reading is. You're trapped in fear, sweetheart. You're trapped in fear because you're fearing the unknown. It's something you're fearing in your mind. That's why you have this lack of planning. You're trapped in fear because of these ill intentions, this confusion, this deceit, this communication blocks. You're trapped in fear because you're fighting and it's asking what you're fighting for. You're trapped in fear because no one's winning and no one's losing. You're trapped in fear because of strife and tension. And someone's avoiding responsibility, lacking the truth, not telling the truth. You're trapped in fear because you have you have a lack of planning. Yeah, there's a lack of planning. Because it's something to deal with the sacral chakra, emotions, feelings, sexuality, desires, creativity. It's something is blocking. Something is blocking this. Something is blocking this. But this is the issues that you're feeling. Emotions, desires, creativity, sexual, like anything dealing with your emotions. That's what you're trapped in. Fear. You have these, you have these desires, because it's your sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra. You even having earthly. I can even see some earthly issues. It could be dealing with, money, stability. And like I said, it's something that you discover. It's something you discover, because before you it's something you discover, because some of these cards came upside down, but it's something you discover, because your whole foundation got torn apart. It was a disruption in your whole tower, your foundation, your stability, even in you. Something disrupted, tore apart this whole entire foundation, and you had to. It's like the bricks that was built that you thought was a foundation, that were weak, that was old, it was cracked. It was like that you needed to replace some of these bricks and cracks and rebuild your foundation, just do a whole renovation. And this is what happened. Something had just tore it down, like, okay, you're not ready to tear it down, but the universe came in and tore it all down, because now you're at ground zero. And when there's a disruption in your tower, it's like you start at ground zero. Something has ended, and then you're coming into your new beginnings. But when you start at ground zero, everyone that starts at ground zero on their cycle and path at one given time, or 50 million given times, it never feels good to start at ground zero. But when you start at ground zero, it's almost like a fresh start, a new slate. Like it's clean, and it's time to build back your foundation. It's time to build back your foundation. And it's time to stand your ground. It's time to stand up for your point of view, because this came up upside down. So someone has not stood their ground, and they need to stand their ground, and it turned into someone standing their ground, standing up for their point of view, standing their ground. That's where all this fight and argument came from. Now, I don't it could be with friends, it could be with a loved one, it could be whatever, but this is where, because you had to someone had to stand their ground. Someone had to. There wasn't before, but they end up standing their ground, standing up for their point of view. And I'm not gonna read. I'm gonna turn your cards up. I'm gonna turn these 2 cards up. These 4 cards up. Yeah, you had a few cards that came out backwards. I'm sorry, this is a long reading, but you need to get this message. Yeah, because you it's like you're headed towards. You want to head towards a firm foundation. You want to head towards stability. You want to head towards increased stability. That's what you want. You want a firm foundation, because your foundation has crumbled. But you want a firm foundation. You want to have a firm foundation, stability, and that's what you're going, direction you're going towards. But you have to make a movement. You have to make a choice, and you have to decide which door you want to take. Because there's multiple doors. There's more than one path that you can choose, that you can take. You have to choose. It's time to decide. It's time to be wise, have wisdom, have logic, have intuition, decision. Let that work for you. Because this movement, this choice or decision, you're going to have to eventually make. And it's telling you to choose wisely. Once again, to choose wisely the direction you want to go in. Choose wisely the direction you want to go in. Because you gain enough wisdom and knowledge to either move on or to share. Because you learned something. You learned a huge lesson, and you became wise to that. And the lesson, you had to think logical in it. You had to be the logical person in learning this huge lesson. Because someone had to move on. Had to move on. Someone is moving on because they're faced with whatever was in the dark. They stood their ground. They faced the shadows because some things came out in the dark. This deceit, this betrayal. It doesn't say betrayal. It says deceit and communication blocks, ill intentions, conflict. All this is in the dark, and you can't see it because we're on black and white. But all this is in the dark. And you finally stood up for your point of view. Faced what was in the shadows, in the dark. And now you're walking, you're moving on towards the light. And when you're moving on, because once you did this, once you faced what was ever in the shadows, dark, whatever you had to stand up for your point of view, it was like you made your choice, you made your decision, you discovered something, and your crown chakra was lit because you gained enough knowledge and wisdom to learn what to do and what not to do anymore. Because you came wise to that, whatever was in the dark. Now you're moving on into the light. And you're moving on into a direction where you have to choose wisely whatever path you're about to take after your tower falls, after this crumble of your tower. And you're moving on into this spiritual union. You're moving on into this spiritual union. Now the spiritual union, it can mean all kinds of things. It could be in love, it could be in family, it could be friends, it could be in a business, a professional world, wherever. But there's a spiritual union, there's a strong bond, a strong connection in this spiritual union. And I can see that you're going to be recognized and rewarded for something. Recognized and rewarded. Now, recognized and rewarded doesn't mean like the whole world is seeing you. Recognize, reward, you get this certificate, whatever. But it's something you recognize that you get recognition to, or you get recognized for, and you're rewarded, and you're rewarded from this. And I see you rejoicing and celebrating, some type of party, bash, something going on. But I see someone is rejoicing and celebrating this being recognized and rewarded in this spiritual union, because someone has finally moved on, faced their shadows, and they finally made the choice, the path they want to choose, and they're going into a firm foundation. You're going. I'm saying they. I'm talking about you going to a firm foundation. And all this because something was not right on your path. Because the universe came in. The universe came in and like, no, this isn't the path you should be on. So I'm going to come in. I'm going to help you. I'm going to guide you. And this is what happened. The universe is working behind the scenes in your favor on this path. Because I see after this, love begins. This mutual friendship that turns into this connection, that turns into love, which is this spiritual union. So even though you're going through like certain things on your path, it ends up being love begins. Because whatever you've been wishing for, you get. And I see with the love, it's equal. It's equal. It's balanced. It's a give or take. It's a give and take. It's an equal balance in this love. And it's like no more like 20, 80, 30, 40, whatever. It's like 100. Both of y'all giving each other 100%. And now it's like your wishes coming to pass because of this huge life lesson that you have learned. Whether bad or good. It seems like some bad stuff. But you learned a huge lesson. And from that, something moves quickly in your life, which is in your home environment that changes. And yeah, all this happens. And like I said, this tower had to fall. But the first thing is, which is your blockage, you being trapped in fear of the unknown. And you're holding yourself prisoner. You're holding yourself captive. because you are fearing the unknown and you're trapped in fear. And it's all in your mind. So it's been 30 minutes, sweetheart. So I thank you for using spiritual messages from a star. This reading went a little longer because my husband wanted to come in and introduce himself, I guess. And you will meet him when I come to Maryland. But inbox me with all that resonates. If it resonates with I'm sure it does, because the messages never lie. Some things you may have not came into yet. I don't know what's past, present, and future, but you know what will resonate with you and who these certain areas of the reading is for and what it's talking about. So I just hope this resonates, and I'm giving you love, light, and many blessings on your path, and I hope to see you soon. God bless.